Well, hello there, this is Dart, aka the W Format here with a video. Today I'll be previewing WrestleMania 42. I do this every year for WrestleMania as I look at all the matches and preview all the matches from. So normally I would do this in part 1 and part 2. I've decided to do everything all together because it just makes it easier for me. So as always, I have the WrestleMania 42 picked up here. And then without further ado, let's get started. Also, stick by the end of the video because I have an update on this channel and the future of this channel. So let's start with night 1. So I'll be going through everything from night 1 to night 2. So first we'll start with Division and Actual Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight. So let's look at how we got here. So for most of 2025, LA Knight and Jey Uso were avoiding the rivalry against Division. This was by Baker, Boston Reed, and Paul Heyman. The rivalry intensified through the year, with Jey's twin brother Jimmy Uso joining him, reuniting the Usos. At WrestlePalooza, Baker and Reed defeated the Usos with Knight as a guest referee. In October 2025, Rollins was excommunicated out of the group. Division Logan Paul's team successfully defeated the Usos team in a Wars game match at Survivor Series War Games. When an unknown assailant interfered on behalf of the Division, Paul subsequently entered the Division and joined Reed and eventually attacked Knight on the December 8th episode of Raw, taking him out of action. During Knight's absence, the unknown assailant was revealed as Austin Theory, who joined the Division, while the Usos won the World Tag Team Championships. During the Royal Rumble match at the I can't read. Anonymous event, Knight returned and eliminated Reed and Theory. Afterwards, Big and Reed both suffered legitimate injuries, taking it out indefinitely. He missed that both Paul and Theory should focus on winning the World Tag Team Championship. And on March 23rd episode, Paul and Theory defeated the Usos by disqualification in a knockdown match after Jay shrugged Theory with brass knuckles. The following episode, a street fight for the title took place. Paul admitted to use brass knuckles, but he was stopped by Knight, who was a guest commentator for the match. Influencer and online streamer Aisho Speed, who was watching that match ringside, picked up the best knuckles and Dynamite struck Knight. Speed left the best knuckles in the ring, which allowed Paul to strike Jimmy with it to win the title. 3 days later, Knight appeared on Speed's live stream and tried to leave. When Speed was attacked him. The following week on Raw, Knight faced Theory. During the match, Paul shoved Speed into Knight. As Speed was trying to leave, the Usos appeared and prevented him from doing so. Successfully won the match, and after that, the Usos and Knight attempted to attack Speed, who was saved by Paul. After that, Knight called out Raw General Manager Adam Pearce, and then challenged Theory, Paul, and Speed to face him in the Usos in the second match at WrestleMania 42 with pre-extension. The match was scheduled to be the only battle Knight won, hence why I read this first. So, let me see. Division and Actual Speed for the Usos. So first of all, I'm just going to say, I have no idea who the hell Actual Speed is, but apparently he's a famous influencer. I've never heard of him until later last year when he appeared in the Royal Rumble. So let me see. Division, Actual Speed, and the Usos and LA Knight. So this match I don't really care for. Like honestly, again, I guess the main marquee is Actual Speed and his quote unquote debut match. But I'm not really looking forward to this match. I'm not really sure what to expect. Who I want to win? Honestly, like I said, I don't care enough about this match that I don't really care who wins. But if who I think is going to win, well, I'll probably be Division Actual Speed because W doesn't let the celebrities lose matches because they just don't, except for Jelly Roll, which was the exception. But other than that, I assume that something's going to happen and the Actual Speed will pin LA Knight because they have to have Actual Speed win the match. Because it would be weird if Actual Speed doesn't pin. Because the Usos doesn't need the pin, and I'm assuming Actual Speed is going to pin LA Knight because he will take the hit instead. But for all I know, that's really all I've got to say about that match. Like I said, I don't care enough about this match because I don't know who the hell Actual Speed is. Sorry, forgive me, but I don't know who that is. And this is going to be the opening match, and that's all I have to say. So part 2, we have Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. So let me find where it is. Here it is. So September 2025, Drew McIntyre has been feuding with Jacob Fatu, who was known by McIntyre always blaming others for failures. So after McIntyre lost an undisputed W Championship match at WrestlePalooza. Fatu also announced his challenge for the title, and a match between McIntyre and Fatu was scheduled on the April 17th episode of SmackDown to determine the number one contender for the title. The match never happened as Fatu was found incapacitated backstage with McIntyre saying he did not attack him. Fatu would take a hiatus while McIntyre continued the title. On January 9, 2006 episode, McIntyre won the title. Fatu returned and found the match. Rivalry between McIntyre and Fatu had testified as Fatu believed that McIntyre was more respected backstage. On February 13th episode, McIntyre interfered in Fatu's elimination qualifying, causing the match. Fatu competed in another qualifying match for the elimination match on the February 27th episode. However, McIntyre once again interfered, causing the match. The following week's episode, Fatu interfered in McIntyre's self-defense, causing McIntyre a title. Following McIntyre demanded a rematch, however, he was warned by Fatu, took the blame for costing McIntyre the title and asked what McIntyre would do about it. Later stated that he would quit SmackDown, even the ring. However, he returned later that night and once again interfered and cost Fatu his match. A match between both men was scheduled for the following week. However, the match never happened as both men brawled during the entire episode. On the March 27th episode, after another confrontation between McIntyre and Fatu, SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis scheduled a match between both men at WrestleMania. However, Aldis stated that WWE would not be responsible for everything that would happen between the two, and it would be an unscripted match. The match was later scheduled for night 1. Alright, so Drew McIntyre versus Jay Fatu. This should be good. We've got two hard-hitting big men fighting in an unsanctioned match, so anything could go on. These dudes been blown. We don't know what will happen. So who I want to win? Because I've always been a big Drew McIntyre fan, so I want him to win so badly. But I feel like WWE is going to have Fatu win. So what I think is going to happen is that, because I don't think McIntyre, there's no way, that would be too obvious if McIntyre was wrong with Fatu months ago. So I assume whoever really attacked Fatu is going to show up in the match and distract, and it's going to interfere in the match, and then Drew is going to team up with whoever that is for the foreseeable future. So let me see. Hold on a second. Sorry, I can't talk for a long period of time. So I get short out of best. So you just got to forgive me. There's going to be several pauses in this video, so you're going to have to figure this one out. Okay, so anyway, Drew McIntyre and Fatu in the sanction match. I want Drew to win, but I think W is gonna do a Fatu hit, and I think the person who really attacked Fatu is gonna appear because they have to wrap that storyline up. So let's see. We'll have to wait and see what happens later tonight, and that's what I have to say about that. Next, we have Stephanie McMahon versus Liv Morgan, single match for the Women's World Championship. Let's look for that preview, because these are not in order, because I don't know why. Wikipedia, am I right? No, here it is. Also at the Royal Rumble, Liv Morgan won the Women's Royal Rumble match on the World Championship match of her choice at WrestleMania 42. For the next few weeks, she appeared on Raw SmackDown and confronted the champions of each brand, leading to numerous altercations. On Raw on February 16, Raw's Women's Champion Stephanie McMahon interrupted Morgan's interview and tried to claim that Morgan had been handed everything throughout her career. If she chose her, Morgan would not win. This was Morgan in tears. The following week, Morgan, along with both champions, appeared when Morgan attacked McMahon both with the title, eventually declaring that she would challenge McMahon for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 42. The match was scheduled for night 1. Okay, first of all, Morgan was not handed everything throughout her career. She worked hard for that. I'm a huge Morgan fan, so she worked hard for that. So that's for you for that, Stephanie. Second of all, as far as this match goes, I don't know who. I'm not really sure who Stephanie is. I know she's a former champion in NXT, but I don't know her well enough. And she's been an okay champion. But I think it's Liv Morgan's time for another reign, at least for me. So if you haven't guessed by now, I'm here for Liv Morgan. I'm 100% on Liv Morgan to win this match. But as for who WWE will win, well, I think they would also. I assume they would also pick Liv Morgan. She's the only one that makes sense. Stephanie's had a time with the title. Now it's time for the title to change hands. So that's all I have to say about that. That's really not much else to say. So let's move on to the next match. Next match is AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. Singles match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So on September 5, 2025, SmackDown match, AJ Lee returned to WWE for Status 2058 and her husband CM Punk against Becky Lynch and her husband Seth Rollins. Lee and Punk successfully defeated Lynch and Rollins in a mixed tag team match. West Blues will Lee forced Lynch to submit. Found brief hiatus, Lee returned on November 17th episode of Raw, distracting Lynch to cost out the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Saturday will be both women part of the other teams, and Morgan will Lee's team won after she forced Lynch to submit once again. Lynch successfully regained the title on Raw Anniversary show. However, Lynch lost the Elite Elimination Chamber. Lee submitted Lynch for the third time. On the March 16th episode of Raw, after Lee successfully defended the title, Lynch returned and attacked Lee. The following week, Lynch stated that she wanted the title back, with Lee successfully agreeing that she would give Lynch a rematch for the title, which was agreed for night 1. Okay, so here's the thing. So I might be wrong, but I feel like this match should have happened at WrestleMania and not Elimination Chamber, because then that just kind of ruins. I don't know how to explain it. It kind of ruins the mystique of it, because they already had this match at Elimination Chamber, so it's like, why do it again? Doesn't really make sense. At least to me, it doesn't. So who I want to win? Well, of course I've always been a huge fan of AJ Lee. And I assume she's gonna win, but like I said, that's the only problem. I don't really know what else to say about this match, because this match, they already had this match at Elimination Chamber, so them having it again at WrestleMania kind of ruins it. So I assume Lee's gonna win, because there's no way they're gonna take the strap off of Lee that fast. And Lynch doesn't need the title, but at the same time, and this will be Lee's WrestleMania in so long. So I mean, everything points to Lee. Like, am I tripping? But again, like I said, the mystique kind of ended when they fought out of the chamber. They should have saved that until WrestleMania to make it more like her winning the title at WrestleMania would have made more sense. But I'm booking on Lee to win. Alright, what's the next match? The next match is the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax, Flash Legend for the Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss for the Bayley and Nia Raggi for the Bella Twins. To prepare for a tag team match for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Let me find it. It's somewhere here. No. Give me a moment, guys. No. Is it not here? Hold on. Is it not here? It should be here. No. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Okay, here it is. Let's say. Like, even Wikipedia didn't this up. In November 2025, the then WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair began rivalry with Nia Jax. Shortly after, Last Legend allied the Silver Jack, and of course Blair and Flair the title. Bliss and Flair, sorry. The Survivor Series War Games, Bliss and Flair's team defeated Jackson Legend's team in the War Games. After that, Bliss and Flair vowed to regain the title. The Royal Rumble, Nikki Bella returned after a month later with her twin sister Brie. Also returned the first time since 2022, Thursday night in Nikki, reforming the Bella Twins. Both stated their chances of winning the title. The February 26th SmackDown, however, Jackson Legend, known as the Irresistible Forces, won the title. This is won a number contender match. They faced the Irresistible Forces on the match of SmackDown. Located between Jackson and the Bella Twins will watch the match at ringside. Brie attacked Jax, causing both a win for the Irresistible Forces. The Bella Twins also forced the Irresistible Forces at a time match to final week, but in there, no contest. The Flair interfered and when Jax to strike Brie with the title belt. A bull ensued between the two teams. On March 27th episode, the Bella Twins defeated Bliss and Flair after Legend punched Bliss. Following the match, this was attacked both teams. However, they were saved by Flair as Bayley and Nia Raggi. The scheduled for a title match 3 days later on Raw. During the title match, Flair and the Bella Twins appeared at ringside. Jax shot Raggi with Flair and Bliss. This point, Flair and Bliss did the fan attack collapse. Jax, sorry, I can't read. Because the qualification win for the Irresistible Forces. Following that, all teams fended off the Irresistible Forces. Late that night, it was announced that the Irresistible Forces would defend the title against the Bella Twins, Bliss, Flair, and Bayley Raggi in a fair fight match. So let's get it for night 1. So, honestly, this is actually hard to predict. I genuinely don't know. I mean, you would want to say the Bella Twins, simply because they're the Bella Twins, but it's like, Charlotte was more says ever the titles. It was, I mean, let me see. Yeah, I gotta think hard on this, because this is like, on one hand, I don't really care for this match, but at the same time, I am interested. Like, does that make sense? Like, I both care and don't care about this match. But let me see. I'm assuming that I'm assuming WWE wants the Bella Twins to win, because they're the only ones who haven't held the title. Bayley Raggi are just here, just to be here, because they need a fair 4-way. Listen, Flair has been interesting as a tag team, but they've had their time as tag team champions. There's the forces. Because there's no way there's the forces are walking out as the tag champions. There's no way. I would be shocked if they did. It's just a matter of who's going to win. I'm not thinking Blair and Flair because they already had their chance. Bailey and Valkyrie are just here just to fill a quota. So that only leaves the Bella Twins. Who I want to win is Bliss and Flair because I like them more. Because that's just my personal bias. But I'm assuming that the Bella Twins are going to come out hit on top. And that's all I have to say about that. So next match we have Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Here's on March 30th episode of Raw, Gunther delivered an unexplained attack to Seth Rollins, also saving Paul Heyman from the assault on Rollins. Heyman is part of the Vision stable. Yes, we know, which Rollins was the leader of, but was betrayed and expelled from the stable back in October 25. After that, Gunther pointed out the WrestleMania sign later that night. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce announced that Rollins and Gunther would wrestle each other at WrestleMania 42. The following week, Rollins alleged that Gunther had made a deal with Heyman, which Heyman denied. Gunther simply revealed to Heyman that he attacked Rollins for his personal reasons. That Heyman also owed him a favor for saving him. Match was good for night 1. On the final episode before WrestleMania, Gunther revealed that the reason he attacked Rollins was just because he wanted to prove that he's better than him at WrestleMania 42. He wanted to prove he was better than him at WrestleMania 42. Yeah, I totally believe that. It's totally not because they had nothing to plan. They had nothing planned for each other, and they just had to put together because they were all they had. Not like Rollins was supposed to face Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker got injured, and I'm not sure who Gunther was supposed to face at WrestleMania, but yeah, that's the reason. We'll go with that. I mean, I'm sarcastic aside, obviously this was just a match that was just put together because both men had nothing else to do, honestly. Which isn't a bad thing, but like, it's just like, yeah, I mean, it was clearly a last minute deal that they had to put together. But it's still gonna be a good match either way, so I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that they could have built it up much better. Instead of just Gunther revealing he just wanted to prove he was better. But in any case, Seth Rollins versus Gunther, I actually don't know who will win. Because it's like Gunther needs to win, but so does Seth. Because Seth needs to bounce back after being communicated from the Vision. And hopefully he wins this match and we come after the world title that he never lost. But same thing, Gunther. Because I feel like Rollins needs this match more than Gunther. Because Gunther doesn't need to win. Because Gunther being Rollins, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't really do anything. And Seth, like I just said, Seth needs to bounce back from being expelled from the Division. So I'm picking Seth to win this match. Because Seth is the only one that makes sense. But then again, they're not going to let Gunther lose. Damn, this is hard to predict. Because there's no way they're just going to let Gunther lose his WrestleMania again. Like 3 times in a row. Because he lost the same thing at WrestleMania, I think, 39. Then he lost to Jay at WrestleMania 40. Or was that 41? I don't remember. And I don't remember who Gunther was last year. But there's no way they're just going to let Gunther... The point of the matter is, there's no way they're going to let Gunther lose 3 times at WrestleMania. So this is actually hard to predict. I actually genuinely do not know. But that's all I have to say about that. Last but not least, for night 1, we have Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. With Pat McAfee, I guess. It's a singles match for the undisputed WWE Champion. If Orton loses, McAfee will leave the professional wrestling industry permanently. Let me find it. No, it should be at the top. Here it is. Our Elimination Chamber, SmackDown's Randy Orton won the men's Elimination Chamber match to win the title match for his own brand's undisputed WWE Championship, WrestleMania 42. And now week SmackDown, Cody Rhodes won the championship, putting his status as the reigning champion. But the prior few months, a match between the two had been teased, especially with their history together as former members of the stable called the Legacy. Two had been good friends as Rhodes returned to WWE in 2022. However, during the contract signing on March 30th episode of SmackDown, conflicted Orton viciously attacked Rhodes, turning heel for the first time since 2021. Orton determined to win his 15th World Championship. In the weeks following Orton's betrayal, he was constantly on the phone receiving advice from that mystery person who was said to be Pat McAfee. On episode 3 of the episode, McAfee stated that he believed the WWE was going in the direction of nobody light and no one would save the business. Later, McAfee stated that if Orton lost, he would leave professional wrestling industry forever. That was coming to be an event of night 1. Okay, so, I mean, let's address the elephant in the room. Pat McAfee, not really sure why he's what he's doing here, okay? Like, no one, not really sure why he's involved in the storyline. But okay, he's here. And if Orton loses, he'll leave Professor Russia, which we know it's not gonna happen. So, because they love McAfee over there. Because there's no way. And plus, Randy winning actually does make more sense. Like, Cody doesn't need the championship anymore. He already finished his story. So, Cody beating Randy. But then again, let me think about that. Because Cody beating Randy would be a huge win. Because he could probably beat. Well, no, Cody already beat Randy. What am I talking about? No, yeah, Randy wins. Like, Randy needs to win more than ever. And I think W's gonna follow through with it because he needs his 15 World Championship. Because Cody does not need to win. I was confused because I remember they fought as the champions. I remember that. I was thinking Cody might need to win, but no, Randy needs to win more. As much as I love Cody, like I said, Randy needs to win. So I'm going for Randy to win this match and win his 15th World Championship. Let's move on to night 2. We have Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar in the singles match. I gotta find it. Here, on February 23rd, episode War, Brock Lesnar made his first appearance as the Royal Rumble. He was coming by following him in a question who should face Lesnar at WrestleMania. Heyman claimed that no one had the courage to do so, and after revealing Lesnar's upcoming appearances, Heyman stated that anyone who wanted to face Lesnar in the open challenge the event would just need to appear. On the March 16th episode, Obafemi faced off and eliminated Lesnar during the Royal match, with Lesnar there to fall from grace. Before upsetting Lesnar's open challenge, match was scheduled to open night 2. Oh, this is called Open Night 2, okay. Damn, this is nice. So, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, a young up-and-comer versus the Beast Incarnate. So, surely, because let me ask you guys something. Surely they wouldn't do something stupid as bring up this up-and-comer who's been beating Brock Lesnar in Bound by Power every week, only for him to lose to the Beast Incarnate. Surely they're not going to do something like that. Surely they're not going to do something like that again, right? So I'm assuming Femi's going to win, right? God, I hope Femi wins because that's I'm still upset about that Omos situation because they had set Omos up so well, only for him to fall about Lesnar and not be seen again, and now he's in Lucha Underground. I mean Lucha Libre, whatever it's called. But they have to do it. Like Femi has to win because Brock does not need to win. Like, listen to me. I know you're not gonna watch this video, but Brock does not need to beat every new guy. Okay. He does not. Like, we know he's the Beast Incarnate. We know he can beat anybody. Let Ome win this. Put him over. Okay? Please, I'll give you a penny if you put him over. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Obafemi, if you haven't noticed. So I really want him to win, but I see them doing Brock Lesnar. Just for him to save face. Like, I can see WWE doing that. But if they were smart, they would put Femi over. Alright, next we have Penta, who's defending the Intercontinental Championship in the Silver Challenge versus Javon Evans, Drag Lee versus JD McDonough, versus Rusev versus Rey Mysterio. On March 16th, episode of Raw, Darby Evans stated his challenge for the Intercontinental Championship after champion Penta's defense against Drag Lee. Penta retained the title. The celebrity title once again 2 weeks later. Penta announced that after speaking with Raw General Manager Adam Pearce, he would defend the title in a multi-man ladder match at WrestleMania 42. Later that night, Lee, McDonough, Evans, Rusev announced as competitors the match to qualify in the main event after defeating Grayson Waller, Cesaro, Rio Americano, and others respectively. In episode 6 of Raw, after Penta, Lee, and Evans won the 6 tag team, Rey Mysterio made his return as he also created a limit match. Speaking of Pearce, match was later scheduled for night 2. On April 11th, as W6 sponsor Lucha Libre AA Worldwide, that's the event title, showing status as defending champion. Penta. Next. I mean, I don't care. I'm not even going to pretend like I care about this match, because I really don't. Like, Penta being this kind of champion is great, but I don't, like, Dragon Lee's whatever, Madonna's whatever, Rusev's whatever. WWE's really high on Javon Evans, so he might win and win this first title. And then Rey Mysterio's just here for what's it called? Because they needed a big name. But no, I don't care about this match. I really don't. Like, I could not care less. I generally could not care who wins. I'm just being honest, guys. So next we have Jay Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. Let me find. It should be here. Elimination Chamber Raw's Rhea Ripley won the namesake match, earning a title match against Jade Cargill for the SmackDown Women's Championship at 42. Match was scheduled for night 2. Okay, so we got Rhea versus Jade for the Women's Championship. So this is interesting because I feel like Jade is Jade is starting to come on her own, and Rhea, as much as I love Mommy, I don't think she needs another championship to be over. She already has a great relationship with Io, and that's already with Rio. That's already pushing her up, so she doesn't need another reign with the title. So I'm gonna give this to Jade Cargill. Speaking of Io, actually, hold on, slight tangent. Speaking of Io, why is Io not facing Asuka at WrestleMania? Because I feel like that would have made more sense. I feel like they should have faced. And actually, another slight tangent, because I just realized this. Let me realize this. And let me ask you guys something. Has there ever been a time in WrestleMania of all 42 years since they've arrived? Has ever a woman just went one-on-one, no titles at all, just a simple grudge match? Has that ever happened at WrestleMania? Because I can't look that up. Because I know most of the women at WrestleMania either fought for a title or they were in tag team matches. I don't think I've ever seen a woman at WrestleMania fight one-on-one. I thought that would have been a good time for you to face Asuka. But oh well, I don't like WWE. I feel like I would have made that match, but I don't know. I just wanted to get that out there. As far as Jade versus Rhea, I feel like WWE would put Rhea again over Jade because again they just love Mommy so much. But I feel like Jade needs to win more to establish herself as the Women's World Champion. I mean, I keep saying the Women's Champion because there's a difference. The World Title and the Women's Title are two totally different things. Anyway, so I'm for me, like as much as as much as I love Mommy and I want her to win, she doesn't need it. She does not need that title to be over. So I'm going with Rhea, and W's probably going with Rhea. So, but I think it's better for Jade to win to defend the title. Next. Oh, I gotta go tonight too. Next we have Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams, single match for the United States Championship. So here it is. On January 2 episode of SmackDown, Trick Williams made his main roster debut and confronted Sami Zayn. Williams taunted Zayn about his failed opportunity to fail to win the world title, and Zayn responded that he would teach Williams about becoming humble. Both Williams and Zayn then qualified for a favorite format match at main event, determining who would challenge for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. However, Williams attacked Zayn after his qualifying match. Williams simply won the fatal 4-way. He failed to win the title at Royal Rumble. Williams continued to taunt Zayn about his loss. After Williams failed to win the elimination match at an anonymous event for undisputed WWE Championship match at WrestleMania, Zayn also taunted him for his failure. In the March episode, Williams was ringside on Zayn's match. Zayn attacked Williams. The striker ended up costing Zayn the match. Survey is matter known that the Williams would compete at Wrestling 42. They also put an about match at the event. However, all is revealed that it was not a spot for a match at WrestleMania. Following Williams taunted Zayn further. Zayn attacked Williams, claiming that he would indeed compete at WrestleMania. Later that night, Zayn won the United States Championship after Williams interfered. Elder Suddenly announced that Zayn would defend the title against Williams at WrestleMania. The following week, Williams threatened the rapper Lil Yachty appeared on SmackDown after Williams' invitation. There, Williams also invited Zayn to be Yachty to be in his squad at WrestleMania, which Yachty accepted. Later that night, Zayn retained the title, showing his status as defending champion. The match was later scheduled for night 2. However, after being attacked by Zayn on April 10 episode, Williams said the following week on special edition of WrestleMania SmackDown that he didn't know if Yachty was still paid. Okay, so first of all, it should have been Mellow Don't Miss versus Whoop That Trick, but okay WWE, okay, they didn't want to do that. Okay WWE, okay, but don't get me wrong, I love Sammy, but Mellow versus Trick would have been much better for the United States Championship. But I guess it does make sense. Sammy and Trick has their feuding, but it didn't need to be for the United States Championship. They could have just had a match. It didn't need to be for the United States Championship. But anyway. This is hard. Sammy versus Trick. I mean, you immediately want to say Trick, but then they're just gonna put the belt on Sammy just for him to lose the Trick, would they? No, they totally would. They totally would. And yeah, trust me, I do love Trick Williams. So I assume Trick is going to win this match because, like I said, again, I'm still salty that it's not Mello versus Trick, but I mean, Trick wins either way. So like, I'm not sure why like give him. I'm thinking about this because if Sammy ends up being Trick, then that would just be the biggest disappointment ever. Next we have Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. Here we go. Since late 2024, the decision has been brewing between Judgment Day members Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor, including at WrestleMania 41, where both competed in a fair four-way match for the Intercontinental Championship. Mysterio pinning Balor to capture the title. Despite the dissension, they continued to coalesce. However, attending the fight on the March 2, 26 episode of Raw, Balor wanted Mysterio to defend the title tonight without any help, which Mysterio agreed. During the title match, Mysterio asked both Balor and McDonough, who are ringside, to interfere. They put their hand to ring bell him with the Mysterio. Balor stopped him. This record led Mysterio lost in the title. Following the week, Mysterio confronted Balor, who stated that he only wanted Mysterio to fight his own battle, but realized that Mysterio was just boiled OP. Mysterio then shoved Balor, who attacked him in response. However, he was outnumbered by Judgment Day. Mysterio put down Liv Morgan and Raquel. Came out of the group in the past. 2 weeks later, Balor attacked Madonna during Mysterio's title rematch. Judge cost Mysterio the match. The following week, Balor announced that he would face Mysterio at WrestleMania 42. That's overall, Balor was going to face McDonough. However, he was happy Mysterio and McDonough before the match started. Balor suddenly announced he would wrestle under his demon persona. It was the first time since WrestleMania 39. The match was later scheduled for night 2. Okay, so this is going to be good. This I'm looking forward to. Demon Finn Balor, like I said, it's been so long since we've seen the demon. He hasn't seen it since, he said it way long. Because he hasn't seen it since WrestleMania 39. This is good. And of course, we got Dominic. So this should be easy one. So I mean, the easy one is Finn. Like Finn has to win this match. Dominic doesn't need to win, and he's got his demon persona, which only lost once. So this is all Finn. That's pretty much all I can say about this match, because there's nothing else to say other than the demon's gonna come for Dominic. Last but not least, we have CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, similar for the World Heavyweight Championship. Okay, wait for it. It's gotta be at the top. It's gonna be at the top. At the Royal Rumble on January 1st, SmackDown's Roman Reigns won the men's Royal Rumble match, under a World Championship match of his choice at WrestleMania 42. Reigns appeared in the final episode of Raw, where he was interviewed by World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, who claimed that Reigns could choose to either face SmackDown's World Champion or choose to hop as to face him. Punk reminded Reigns that he was ultimately responsible for Reigns' overall success in WWE. He was the one who brought him into the main roster atop the Shields in 2012. Punk also outlined how he was a fighting champion and compared to Reigns, who barely showed up to defend his title during his previous title reign. Reigns recounted this like a Punk, saying for comments that Punk had made about Reigns on Punk that Punk left WWE in early 2014, confidence to tone him and made his job harder. He also brought up that Punk caused Paul Heyman to tone him at WrestleMania 41, and from point that he was only the one responsible for Punk's return to WWE at the Survivor Series War Games, as made him close to his approval. So Reigns that showed respect to part of the team that were in War Games at the 25 War Games. Reigns decided that out of his overall hatred for Punk, he would challenge him at WrestleMania 42 for the World Heavyweight Championship, with Punk retaining the title at Elimination Chamber on February 20th. This coincided with the Elimination Chamber as from the event night 2. So CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. So when was the last time they had a one-on-one match? That's been years. And this is for the World Heavyweight Championship. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, let's see. So this is how I generally don't know where this could go either way. I assume the Usos are going to get involved because CM Punk has insulted their family. And the film, because, yeah, I gotta think about this because like Roman does not need another world title reign. Like I do not want to see another world title reign. But at the same time, it does make sense. It's like one of those like I don't want to see Roman as world champion, but it makes sense for Roman to be the world champion. But it's sort of CM Punk. And CM Punk finally gets his wish to main event WrestleMania. I mean, I know he already main evented it before, but now he's doing it for a world title. This is tough. This I cannot call, because this can go either way. I mean, I love Punk and I love Reigns. I was the best in the world, and I acknowledge Tribal Chief. So I don't know, like, this is like two of my babies fighting. I don't know who to cheer for. Someone help. In any case, that is the match. It's going to be a good one either way, so I'm going to be happy no matter who wins. As long as they don't mess it up, I'll be fine. And that'll be all for WrestleMania. Whew. Hold on, guys, I need a breather. So thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. So before I go, I just want to give you a little update of what I've been up to. So I haven't did a video in nearly a year. I want to explain that to you. So I've been going through a lot lately. This past year, it has been rough for me. I've gone through a lot of stuff. I've just been so busy with everything. So it's been a while. But I do promise that I will be more active. I promise now that I will be more active. And I have a lot of projects coming in the near future. So I'm looking forward to that. And I do promise to video more and stream more. So let me explain what's going on. So of course I'm going to leave all my socials here, but let me clear that. So Twitter, I'm not really active on Twitter, but you can still add me if you want to. I'll always be there. I'm always watching. Twitch. So Twitch, what happened with Twitch is that, first of all, let me explain why. Yeah, I've been going through a lot. I've been so busy. I've had a lot of stuff going on. I had computer failures, so that's another reason. A lot of stuff been breaking down, but now I'm trying to get my life together. Another thing is I've also been burnt out. That's another thing. I've been burnt out with this YouTube stuff. I've been doing a lot of things. I didn't know what to do. The rap battles have been wearing me out because I've been listening to nothing but rap battles. I've been doing YouTube, so I decided that I'm going to do something different. So I shouldn't just focus on rap battles and WrestleMania talks. So I've decided to do more things because I want to talk more about anime. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Because I love anime to death. And I said even in my bio that I was going to talk more about anime and Pokemon. I just haven't had the time. So I'm going to do more of that. So as far as writing goes, if you've been following my writing career, I have a book on web novel called Seaman. I just recently uploaded the latest chapter. So I've decided I'm going to do more of that. I've decided to, along with Seaman, I'm going to start writing other stuff as well. So be on the lookout for that. Twitch, if you follow me on Twitch, I will be streaming sometime. I should be streaming by May, but don't hold me to that. Because I gotta get everything together, because it's been so long since I haven't had a computer in nearly a year. Because that broke. And then when I got to stream, my cables for the streaming broke. And then all that broke. And then my camera broke, so I had to get a new one. Then I had to get a new It's just been it's been creepy. So, but I do promise to stream again, because I missed that. So I gotta just remember what to do. And remember how to stream again. So I should be setting that up in a little bit. So that's, what else? So I covered Stretch, I covered web novel. You can check DeviantArt. I have my characters up. You can see what my characters look like on my DeviantArt. You can ask me questions on Quora. I still do that. Twitch, you just got to wait a little bit on Twitch. I promise I'm going to stream more. Twitter, I'm always on Twitter. I'm not very active, but I'm always there. On X, whatever. Until then, and that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you all then, now, and forever. Bye.